And we're back. 2024 Harvard's International third place playoff. Harvard's RFC, the hosts, against Carib's RFC. Both of these teams had fantastic day ones, just edged out in their respective semi-finals, and we're about to take in the action. Let's take a look at some of the lineups here. For Northerns, we're in number 81, Jeremy Bonas, Jonathan Stewart in number 7, Jareem George in number 8, Warren John in number 11, Christopher Hudson in number 12, and of course one of the Guyanese, David, who will be in the front there. I'll get his number shortly. And JJ, I believe he's in number 4. He's just turned away from us. And let's see who is starting for Harvard's. Again, from where my vantage point is, I see number 25. Of course, that's TNT legend Nigel Ballington from Tobago. Go Cool is inside. Leroy Wilson, Joshua Marsan, Tyreek Cheeks. My apologies. 1 second. Keston Earl, of course. And out wide, who else but TNT captain Shaquille Dight. So it's a big kickoff there by Harvard. Let's see if it's collected. It is by that Guyanese legend, David. He's done so well today, passing it out. Christopher Pooty Hudson to Warren John. He scored so many tries for them. And here's Jareem James. 2 Bonus. He's taking himself wide. He can't get pushed out of bounds. He breaks. Here goes Jeremy Bonus. Can he control himself, though? Yes, he brought down, but it looks like it is a forward knocked on, unfortunately, for the young man. Big start. But you cannot give up this opportunity against Harvard's RFC. Nigel Ballington down on the ground. It'll be a massive loss if Harvard's lose him so early. Hopefully he's all right. What a performance, scoring 2 tries against Mexico to take TNT into the final at Ran Sevens. A little bit of a head knock. They're trying to give him a chance. Hope the man could push on. Harvard's do have a very deep bench, though. For Northerns, just should be noted, the man wearing the red and black durag, that's Warren John from the Rainbow Rugby Club, played for Northerns RFC this year. Fantastic, played in centre. Also traditionally plays more on the wing, wearing number 11. Keep your eye on him, he is dynamite. So, Tyreek Cheeks passing in the ball, passing it out. Taking a little while to get under control. Let's Go Cool in number 14. He steps and goes, trying to push on a big tackle there by JJ. Warren John trying to get over the ball. Chris Draper says nothing wrong with it. Settled again by Harvard, and they have a big overlap if they could use it. Can they finish here? Pull back inside. That is by the Tiburon and Nigel Ballington. And there's a big overlap created. Look out for the pace man here. Leroy Wilson, and he opens up. Leroy Wilson. Pace for this. Jeremy Bonas. Can he wrangle him down? Yes, he does. Brilliant by Bonas. Tackle there by Jonathan Stewart. Just held up. Can he be? And it is. That's brilliant work there by Northern's RFC. Being looked on by Linda from Misfits in the crowd. Of course, she's taking notes to see who could be the next superstar for that outfit touring team. So brilliantly done by Northern's. For all your money, you would have saw that Shaquille Dight, even he can't believe it with that wry smile on his face. So the crowd pouring in for this 3rd place playoff. Looking to see how Harvard's going to set up here defensively. And it is Harvard's ball. So Keston Earl, another national player in the pack there with Joshua Marsan and Shaquille Dight. Tyreek Cheeks scrum half. Leroy Wilson wearing number 11 on one side. Nigel Ballington moving in closer to the action, surprisingly. And Go Cool in number 14. He's pushing to the wing. Surprising setup here. Jareem George is going to have a lot of work to do. And it is in. That's wonderfully done. And look out. Collected here. Can he get his foot on it? Just held back there. And it's still available. Warren John, he's the pace man. And it's deemed to be knock on. Now a little bit of breathing room for Northerns, but far out of the danger zone. Brilliantly done. Number 3, the Guyanese tank. What an effort he's had today. Get some more names as they roll on. Both sides with deep, deep benches. Came in for Misfits, but got the opportunity here for Northerns, and we are thankful for it. Of course, his name is Sean David. What a performance he's had. So here we go. The dream, Jareem George, looks to pass out all the way to Pooty Hudson, and they're going to go wide to the danger man. Here he is, Warren John against Nigel Ballington. The thing of dreams. He's going to chip and chase. And Nigel may have crossed his line, but the referee says play on. Chris Draper, of course, in charge of the action. Tackle coming in. Nothing there so far. Northern's trying to counter up, but it's a big blind side. Nigel Ballington recognizes it, gets it free. Shaquille Dyke now using the ball. Cheeks out wide. Couldn't they use that one pass wide? And here he is, Leroy Wilson. Misses one tackle, but JJ does not miss any. Look out, Cheeks still has a chance. Big tackle by Bonus. Riding the tackle all the way across. Massive play here. Can Harvard's finish? They look to settle. Big counter up coming. Northern's going to try to apply pressure. Can they exploit? And he's looking to go. Keston Earl wants to use his boot. That's a low percentage option. All the way out to Marsan. Warren John's going to put pressure. Danger time. Warren John just can't hold him. Stays on his feet. Breaks one. Breaks two. Right in front though. And secured again by Harvard's. Look out though. Nigel Ballington steps and gets it free to his captain. Just pushes off. And Shaquille Dyke in the corner. Yes, he can. What a try by TNT captain Shaquille Dyke wearing number 7. Of course, he also has represented not only TNT and Harvard's, but also Misfits in several tournaments. So, just edged out and Harvard's draw first blood. This is a very difficult kick. Well done by Jeremy Bonas to force him wide. Let's see who's going to take it. Nigel Ballington taking the kick. Well, number 25. 2 tries in that game against Mexico. He could do everything else. Can he do this too? Looks like JJ number 4 is injured for Northerns. Can't confirm just yet. He might just be taking a knee. And it is up, but it does not have the legs. And it remains 5-0 to Harvard's. So Harvard's to kick off. It looks like Joshua Marsan is going to be trusted with the kickoff duties again. He's wearing number 13. Northern's relying there on JJ and David, number 3. The Guyanese bulldozer. What a tournament he's had for Northern's. Single-handedly securing so many rocks and breaking tackles all day. Love to see him perform in the final. Is it going to go to 10? Jonathan Stewart smartly leaves it. Let's see. He does let it go, and it does go to 10. So here's Jonathan Stewart, and it goes through his hands, but Dream George settles it and looks to go himself. Here goes the Dream. Feeds Stewart. It's a 2-on-1 if he could use him, but the bulldozer is way back. Here comes Chris. Can Chris go now? Chris Hudson. Nobody there. Back to Stewart. Stewart cuts now. Number 7. That's the captain. Can they secure this rock? Options both sides. No turnover. Harvard's ball. And Nigel Ballington. He's done it so many times with that massive stiff arm. Now against Warren. Wide ball. Marsan extends the legs against Warren John. Warren has a lot of work to do. Warren John somehow gets him down. Brilliant work by the young man. Counter rock coming. And Nigel Ballington picks it up, gives Harvard's a few more seconds, but it might be lost. What a performance there by Warren John in that red and black durag. Northerns, when they have that turnover, they're having trouble adjusting, but it's just athleticism keeping them in this game. So much tension, highly competitive, and you're seeing some subs rolling on. Big Mark Roberts, number 2, coming on for Northerns. And it looks like, is it Vonrick? Yes, Vonrick for Tobago. He's coming on. He's wearing, of course, the big white long leggings for Harvard, and he's moving to the wing. He's got a lot of pace, but he's up against Jeremy Bonas. And sparks are going to fly. Northerns have to do something. Still early days, only 5-0. And there's a little bit of tension in the crowd as Linda looks on. Northern's unable to secure it. The referee sees no problem with it. Nigel Ballington now, and it's knocked on. Let's see the call coming in. That is the half. So at halftime, Harvard's your host. 5, Northern's RFC 0. We will be back. Well, we are back for second half action. This is your 3rd place final in the majestic St. Mary's grounds of Sweet Trinidad. Jonathan Allain being brought on for Northern. He's, of course, the RAS about to kick off. And Jamal Frank next to him, so it's a high hanging kick in this win. Nigel Barlington safe and secure, wearing number 25. Stutter steps and goes. That's Go Cool in 14. And he's swamped by Jamal Frank wearing 9. It's secured there. Here's Vonrick from Tobago. Leroy Wilson. And it's under pressure now. Can Chris use it? And here's a big chance for Mark Roberts. Nobody misses him. Not missed by Chris though. Big tackle and counter ruck coming in. It's secured by Harvards. And big pressure, but it is a penalty coming in from the sides. Tariq Cheeks taps off. He wants to exploit it. Mark Roberts. Again, he's given a chance, but not back 10. And Northerns are flirting with fire. They slowly make their way. Mark Roberts, he's been on the field for about 30 seconds. I'm going to give him some talk. He's got to get back. So Jonathan Alain holding down the centre. Northerns have to be the next. Here's Shaquille Dite. Are they going to go for the line out? Yes, they are. Happy to waste a little time off the clock. And they're so safe with, of course, Shaquille Dite jumping. And that's number 7. So, money and prizes on the line. Northern's RFC. My barbell will tell you that they're desperate for it. And they go to throw in. Cheeks to throw in. Big responsibility. And Nigel Barlington looking to lift there at the front with Shaquille Dite. So many options for this Harvard side. Chris Pody Hudson takes a very far thing thrown in there. Here comes Cheeks. He passes it out to Leroy, a man who's dangerous at pace, but it's poorly done. And it might be collected. It works out perfectly. And Warren John was not happy with it. They're not running back. They're giving Harvards could stroll in. They just collected, and here he is. No, forward pass. And Northerns with a lifeline there. Every player basically gave up and started pointing. And well done by Jonathan Alain, who saved Northerns, forced that last pass and went forward. So Northerns will be looking at this in the clubhouse. Let's see how they play it. Jonathan Stewart moves the prop on Jonathan Alain, takes scrum half position. Not a lot of other substitutions coming in for Harvards. Happy to stay with that starting side. Besides the Tobagonian, number 10, that's Vonruck. So Northern's ball down by 5. Only about 5 minutes left to play. Still tons of time in 7. And here comes Jamal Frank. What's he going to do? He throws one and pushes it. Here goes the Dream. Dream throws one down and he goes himself. Here goes the Dream! Jareem George! Could he make it under the post? Shaquille Dite looking to beat him. Dite against George. Oh, yes! Does he get there? Here's a try. No, wait a minute, folks. Wait a minute. Is it a double movement? Let's make sure I get the call right. No, they do give the try. So Jareem George, number 8, against his national player as well, just getting over the line. The momentum carried him over. And Jareem the Dream actually represented Roots and Misfits along with Northerns, Rainbow, and TNT. A lot of pressure now falls on the shoulders of Jonathan Alain. Can he get his 2 points and take them in the lead? Massive kick coming up. Jonathan Alain steadies himself. Wait a minute. Oh, just pushed across the face. So it remains 5-all with only about 4 minutes left. You're feeling the tension here. Roy Leon's player Sylvester looks on. What will happen? So Northerns looking to set up. Northerns have a little bit of history after scoring, making that error initially. They've got to be mentally strong, settle the tempo. A lane to kick off. No mistakes. Aaron Rock comes on for Harvard. That's number 15. So changes starting to come as legs get tired. And Judah Duncan, the young man from UE, comes on for Northerns. My goodness, it's all happening here. 3rd place on the line. High kick there. Shaquille Dite under it, and he does brilliantly well. Nigel Barlington picks and goes. He sees something he likes. Just held on by Chris Pody Hudson. But they've got a big overlap here. Can they shut it down? Leroy. Aaron! Oh! Went backwards though. And here comes Judah Duncan against the Tobagonian. And he beats him! Judah Duncan! Can he step now? Wide pass, but it's low and behind him. Leroy Wilson collects. Northerns having trouble adjusting defensively. They've got to work. It's all on the line now. Last 3 minutes of the 2024 season. And it's going very wide. Chris Pooty Hudson against Dite. He steps. He goes. Ballington. He's done it so many times. Oh my goodness. Nigel Ballington. He is relentless. Over and over again. This man could be trusted on the wing for these one-on-ones. He's got a lethal stiff arm. Pushes off Mark Roberts and strolls in. Mark Roberts makes his way to the sideline. He's pretty disgusted with himself. Big effort. He's not the first man ever to get stiff armed by Nigel Ballington, I promise you that. So, again, a wider conversion. Ballington tried to bring it around to the post, but can he convert and make that 7-point lead? This could be the difference. He chips it, and it's no good. So Northern's only down by 5. A converted try will win it. So they look to set. Still about 2 or 3 minutes left on the clock, which is an eternity for these sevens tournaments. And let's see. So 10-5. Shaquille Dite again with another tournament where he has not had 1 minute on the bench. The fitness levels are unbelievable. Aaron Rock's done well since he's come on. Von Rick Lyons from Tobago making that break. His pass was a little bit weak and behind the back, but he's only going to improve as the years go. Shaquille Dite, low hanging kick, no mistakes. Well trapped there by Jamal Frank. Nice little bit of skill. And here comes Jonathan Allain. How many hearts has he broken? I remember he was that try scorer against USA South about 5 years ago for that famous victory. Here comes Chris Pooty Hudson. Wide to Judah Duncan. He's going to put himself under big pressure here. And Leroy looks to exploit and rips it. The young man having trouble and it comes back. So he is a very small player coming from you. He's still under 19 but given his chance because he has famous pace. But he's playing in the senior division. And the strength of these guys is overpowering. Harvard's with a chance to slow and steady it. Interesting move here to have Cheeks there playing scrum half. Leroy, who's moved to fly half. He's had a brilliant season at scrum half. He's wearing number 11. And Dite and Ballington at centre and wing respectively. Can they do something here? Let's see how it works out. A lot of work for young Judah Duncan to do against Nigel Ballington. He goes around and that's brilliantly done. Big tackle, but Dite steadies him and he kicks it out. Is that the end of the game? And it is, folks. Your third place winner are the host, Harvard's RFC. Fantastic performance there. All of the guys giving a hand. This is their last tournament of the year. Fantastic, but a tiring 2024. And you'll see in your picture there, that is Keston Earl, Shaquille Dite, Leroy, and Aaron Rock. So thank you for tuning in. Harvard Sevens International 2024. We'll be back for the final shortly. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.